Hey guys, this is a video on my new sub box and sub for the Logitech Z906 system. So I've upgraded the sub to a 10-inch sub. It's a RE Audio 10-inch dual voice core 4 ohm and 175 RMS. So it's pretty similar to the standard 8-inch which comes in these systems, which is supposedly 165 RMS, although if you look up the manufacturer's specs on the whoever make the sub, they say that it's around 90, but Logitech might have got a special one made or something like that. So we'll go on Logitech's specs on their website, and 165, so this one runs pretty well. I haven't had any problems so far with what sounds like clipping or something like that when you run a sub with an underpowered amp. So all seems to be fine. And yeah, so like I said, it's a 10-inch sub. The box is made of 16mm thick MDF, and the external dimensions are 700mm high, 320mm wide, and 320mm long. So the overall internal diameter without anything in it is 1.9 cubic feet. And then to take into account the sub, it's 1.81 cubic feet in total. So I've put a 65mm, 260mm long PVC pipe for a port, which makes the box with this particular sub tuned for around 24 to 25 hertz. And yeah, so far so good. It does, when you play really low tones with a bass tester, it does seem to have a bit of port noise, but when you're actually playing music and stuff, you can't hear it. I didn't flare the ends of the PVC, so if it does become a nuisance, I can just flare the ends and that should reduce it a little bit. But yeah, like I said, when you're listening to music and stuff, you can't hear it. It's only when you're doing a bass test on just the sub that you can hear a bit of port noise. So overall, I'm pretty happy with the box. I've got my mate who's carpenter to cut it out of this nice textured MDF, which I use for cabinets and stuff like that, so it makes it look a bit fancy. I just need to get the little caps to go over the screw holes, but other than that, it's all pretty good. So it's all pre-drilled and then screwed together, and also has PVA glue as well. So it's just a bit of a comparison with the new sub box compared to the old one. So you can see it's quite a big difference. The total area of this one is just under a cubic foot. Not even when you take into account everything that goes inside it. It's a pretty small box. It's got a very small little port due to the size of the box. So this one's tuned for around 35 hertz, but it peaks at around 55, so it's quite high. Not very good, but obviously they don't want to sell a sub with such a large box, so that's why they come in this tiny little compact box, which is okay for the average gamer, I suppose, but when you actually want play some music or watch a movie, then it's not that great. This one usually fires against the wall, which amplifies the sound quite a lot, especially in the low notes, and for movies it's really good. For music it's pretty good as well. It's good enough for this size of room, but it doesn't make a bass throughout the entire house. So I'll just quickly show you the back. So I've cut out a slot for the amplifier. I just used the slot that was on the old box. You can see it's got little cutouts and shit like that, and I just put this box on my piece of MDF and traced it, and then they gave me a rough dimension and just a bit of a adjustment, and I finally got it to fit. Now the double-sided tape here, I still haven't stuck it back on again, but I run this PC laptop fan, and that just cools it down, makes the amplifier cool to touch no matter how long you play with it. because it usually gets fairly warm. What it did with the old box, not so much with this one, but it still does get a little bit warm, so it's probably best to keep it nice and cool. And I'll just plug that into my computer that I got here. So, I know recording subs really doesn't make a difference because it's trying to record with a phone, but a lot of people always ask for videos, so I'll give you a bit of a sub test.
Let's go. What you scared for? Let go, let go, let go, let go. What's your interest? Who you be with? Can I ask a question? Can you keep a secret? I don't really give a fuck. What I need to know is do you wanna fuck? Do you wanna fuck? Do you wanna fuck? Do you wanna fuck? What's your interest? Who you be with? Can I ask a question? Can you keep a secret? I don't really give a fuck. What I need to know is do you wanna fuck? Do you wanna? Do you wanna? Do you wanna? Popsicle stand.
So yeah, it's not really going to show you much with the video, but I don't know, for some reason people like that. So this sub in particular has 12mm of excursion, so it's pretty nuts, especially for 175 watts. And yeah, it's really nice and clean. Low notes are really good, and yeah, that's about it. So if you got the space permitting, I definitely recommend upgrading, and if you can find a low wattage 10-inch sub like this one, it's pretty good. I was going to go for a Dayton Audio 300 watt 10-inch sub, but I figured because the amp is 165 RMS, the sub's probably not going to sound that great running on such low wattage. Another option was to find the line out on the amplifier and then wire in another amp, or use a high-low converter to RCAs out of the sub speaker wires and then run that to another amp. But it's a bit of stuffing around for what it is, so it goes pretty good for what I've done. So yeah, that's my sub, guys. Hope you enjoy. See you later.